What's up, guys? Emmanuel Jones here, and we back here with some another NFL picks. And this time we're doing some playoff predictions, but this is a little different. We're gonna be starting our wild card picks for this week. Giving you game by game my picks to see who's gonna win this week. So before I start the video, don't forget to put the thumbs up to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more options, and don't forget to comment down your opinion below to see who you think is gonna win on the wild card weekend. So let's get started. All right, so the first game we got Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers. San Fran's favored by 9.5. I think this game is gonna be fun to watch. Now, I believe this is another rematch. Now, this game can definitely go either way though, because a little bit, but when I look at it, last time when San Francisco played, San Francisco has beat them. Like, they beat them like twice in a row. But in this game, I don't think the Niners – I don't really think Seattle can match up well with San Francisco, because San Francisco's run defense is very strong. And I don't really know if Seattle's going to be able to move the ball on them, because when you play the Niners, you got to at least pass the ball effectively on them into their secondary. Because Niners their secondary is decent, but I'm kind of worried about the corners that they have. But I just kind of really feel like, that Seattle's offense might have a little bit. I think the Niners can definitely have a tough time, because Brock Purdy, because I don't really know if Brock Purdy is gonna be able to do it, because I think the Niners defense can do a good job challenging them, because I think they can find a way to get after the quarterback, get some pressure, and I think they can slow down the run, and also they can kind of catch you in a hurry as well. And plus, I don't think Seattle has much of a secondary, so I think maybe Deebo's that quick guy. Like, I don't think Seattle has a cover guys. Yeah, they're young, but their secondary kind of concerns me though, because their secondary is weak, and I think the Niners can do a good job passing the ball on them. But I think this game right here is going to be closer. I think Seattle does stay in this game here, but I just don't know if Seattle's going to be able to stay in this game, because Geno Smith has struggled, because Seattle has struggled in the pass against the Niners. But I would not be surprised if Seattle wins this game. But even if they do, I would not be surprised. But I'm just going to roll with the Niners here, because I just think the Niners are just a more complete team. And I just kind of really feel like they have a better defense as well. So, yeah, and plus, I said, they can catch you in a hurry. And they're very physical. I think they penetrate the line of scrimmage, because Seattle's offensive line is atrocious. So that's the reason why I'm taking the Niners to win. But I'm going to take the points though. 9.5 is a big spread. I feel like 9 is too much, so I'm gonna take the points with Seattle. I think Seattle's gonna find a way to cover this game, but I don't really know if they're gonna be able to cover 9. So maybe I'll say the score can be like 24-16, 24-17, something like that. So somewhere in that range. So yeah, so I'm just gonna take the points with the Seahawks, but give me the Niners to win. Next game, we have the LA Chargers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Chargers are favored by 2. Now, this is another game that can go either way. Now, this is another rematch. Now, last time when these two teams played, I believe Jaguars have whooped them. Justin Herbert did not play his best. But I will say this. I think this game right here will be competitive this time. But it won't be similar to the other game, because Jacksonville, when I look at the Jags, I feel like Jacksonville has some underrated talent on defense, because I kind of really like how they're doing on defense. Their players I like how the way they're doing. Rashawn Jenkins is playing well. Josh Allen is playing fantastic. I mean, the rest of the guys, a lot of the young players are playing a lot good. So yeah, especially the offense as well. Trevor Lawrence is playing some really good football. They're running the ball effectively, but I think Jacksonville might put up a good game plan. I think they're going to keep it close this time. I think they're going to move the football, because the Chargers defense has struggled to stop the run, and because I don't really know if the Chargers can really stop anybody. But their offense is really good, but the key target is missing. So with Mike Williams, so he's probably not going to play. So I think the Chargers will still have success on offense. Maybe they get Rashawn Slater back, maybe not. Maybe they get Bosa back, maybe not. And plus, I don't think Jacksonville can match up well with the Chargers because the Jags don't have a good offensive line. So maybe with Bosa and Khalil Mack, I think that's probably I think that might help. So yeah, maybe they get some pressure because Trevor Lawrence, he's not good against pressure. He's not good against blitzes and all that. And I think they do have the cover guys to at least cover the Jaguars passing game because I think they can be able to slow down the passing game because I don't think Jacksonville has any scary receivers though. Because Zay Jones and Christian Kirk, they're just average guys. They don't really they're not really a game changer though. They're not number ones. They're more like number twos, number threes, and all that. Evan Ingram's solid. Travis Etienne's okay, but I like the rest of their offense, but I just don't really know if Jacksonville can keep up with them. But I like to say they keep it close, though. I think Stanley's going to have to put up a good game plan. And I think Justin Herbert's going to play better in this game. So I want to go with Jacksonville to win because it's in Jacksonville. But I'm going to go with the Chargers here because I just think the Chargers are just a more complete team. And on top of that, I just kind of really feel like the Chargers, I just don't really think that Jacksonville has the cover guys, to slow down the Chargers passing game. Because their secondary still concerns me because I just don't think their secondary is that great. But it's okay, but not fantastic. So I like to say the Chargers are going to move the football against them. I think they will. I think they're going to run it better. They're going to pass it better. I think they're going to give Trevor Lawrence a tough time and all that. So, yeah, I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked if the Chargers blow them out. But if they get up early, they might blow them out because I don't even know. Because Jacksonville doesn't really have much of an offense, though. But I think Jacksonville, they've been starting to score points, though. But I like to say they keep this game close. And I say they keep this game competitive. But I'm just going to take the Chargers to win because they're just a more talented team. So I'm going to take the Chargers to win, but I'm going to give me the points, though. I think Jacksonville will cover this game. I think they'll do enough. I think they're going to keep up with the Chargers. I think they do enough to cover, and I think they do hang around this game. So I say it's going to be close, but it's not going to be a blowout. So I say maybe 27 to 23, something like that. So, by the way, give me the Chargers to win. Give me the Jaguars to cover, but I'm taking the Chargers to win the game. And hopefully, now before I go to the next game, I heard some rumors about saying Brandon Stanley could be on the hot seat, but I don't really know about that. So I'm just gonna. But I feel like that I'm the reason why I'm just taking the Chargers to win because I kind of feel like they need to win this game if Brandon Stanley wants to save his job because that's why I feel like it's a must win for the Chargers so Stanley can save his job because I feel like if they don't win this game then he could be fired because I heard rumors spreading out saying that he could be fired if the Chargers lose this game. So yeah, so that's why I'm taking the Chargers to win. But yeah. All right, next game we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo's favored by 13.5. Now, this is a big spread right here. I know it is, but now I know that Tua's not going to be playing this game, so they're starting Skylar Thompson again. So, yeah. So, which that means that I don't even know if it's going to be close enough because last two matchups, the first matchup, when they both played, the Bills lost by 2, and then the second matchup, the Bills won by 3. So I don't really think this game's probably gonna be close. I think it's gonna get ugly though. But I gotta take the Bills here because the Bills are at home. They're healthier, and they're more stable at the quarterback position and better coaching. I mean, yeah. I just don't think Miami matched up well with the Bills because the Dolphins don't really have a good defense. because the Dolphins defense concerns me because they don't really play the pass very well and they don't blitz well. So yeah, and especially Xavier Howard, he's a good corner though, but I don't really know if he can cover Diggs because Diggs is like this fast guy. Like he's like this like route runner guy. Like I just don't really know if the Bills, like I just don't really think the Dolphins can cover him. Like the Dolphins has been bad against the pass, and plus the Bills' offense is more effectively. They can prove to me that they can pass the ball on them, they can run the ball on them, and plus defensively they can prove that they can slow down the run, they can stop the pass as well. I think McDermott's going to put up a good game plan. I think for Tyreek Hill and probably force Skylar Thompson to throw the ball somewhere else because I just don't really think that the Dolphins are going to be able to do enough offensively to keep up with the Bills because the Bills have a high-powered offense, and I don't think the Dolphins' offense is that high. So, yeah, and plus I feel like this game right here is going to be snowing in this game, and, Miami's not used to the cold weather. And, they don't really care about winning the cold weather. They just want to lose, and the Bills do because they really like the cold weather. Because it was like that in the game where the Bills were slitting through the field when it snowed down after a win. So I just don't really know if the Bills are going to be – I don't really think the Dolphins are going to cover this game, but I would not be surprised if Miami covers this game. But it doesn't matter if it's a big spread or not. I'm taking the Bills both ways. So, yeah, I think the Bills are going to, do enough to at least, I think they're going to score, 30-plus points in this game. I don't think Miami's going to keep up. But I think it's probably going to be a little bit closer this time. But if it's up, but if Buffalo, if they're up maybe 24-0, 27-0, 30-0, 35-0, then the game will be over and the Bills are probably going to blow them out. So for that reason, I'm taking the Bills to win and the Bills to cover. All right, next game, we have the New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's favored by -3. Now, I call this a trap game for some reason because most people are picking the Vikings to win and some people are picking the Giants to win. But when I look at this game right here, I think this game right here could be a mismatch game because last time when these two teams played, Minnesota won that game. But, I think the Giants kind of played them tough in this game, though. But I like to see the Giants play them a lot tougher this time because I think the Giants, with Daniel Jones, what he can do, he's starting to make some big plays and all that. He's really good at that, especially against tough defenses. And especially, I don't think the Vikings defense isn't all that great though. They don't really blitz good. They just don't really pass the ball that much. They can't really play. They can't stop the pass. They can't stop the run. That's their issues on defense, though. But offensively, Minnesota can do enough to keep up with the Giants. I think they can stay in the game, but I just don't really trust the Vikings defense against a really good offense. I think this defense of the Vikings is probably going to get burnt because the Giants offense is probably going to make some plays. I know they don't got no great receivers, but I think Saquon can have a good game. I think Martindale's going to have a good game plan here against the Vikings because he's good at his blitzing. And, I feel like they can probably give Kirk Cousins a tough time. So yeah. So I know the Vikings don't really have – I understand the Vikings don't really have a great defense. But I think their defense has been playing better, but I don't think their defense is great. So, by the way, I think the Giants win. I know it's in Minnesota, but I'm gonna take the Giants to win. I just don't think Minnesota is gonna beat them twice. I think the Giants are gonna get revenge on them and win this game because I kind of feel like that the Giants are gonna have a good game plan. And I just think Daniel Jones. I think the Giants have a better defense and all that. So, yeah, I think they'll do enough to stop the run and all that. And I think their offensive lines can do a good job, opening up holes and pass blocking. So, yeah. So, by the way, I'm going to take the Giants to win, but I'm going to take the points. Give me the points with the Vikings. I think Minnesota finds a way to cover this game, to keep it close. I think they do, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Because I think Minnesota does stay in this game because the Vikings offense, is a lot tougher. So I'm going to say the Giants win like maybe like by 3 points, maybe like 23-16, something like that. Maybe 23-21, something like that. Somewhere in that range. So I'm going to take the Vikings to cover, but I'm going to take the Giants to win the game. Next game, this Sunday night game, we have the Baltimore Ravens versus Cincinnati Bengals. Cincy's favored by 8.5. Now, I believe this game right here a little bit can go either way, but the sad news is that Lamar is not going to play in this game because we don't know who they're starting at quarterback. Whether it's going to be Tyler Huntley or Anthony Brown. But I think the Ravens can play them close in this game. I think they do stay competitive, but I don't really know if I should take the Ravens to win. But you know what? I can't because they don't have Lamar. Like, even if Lamar was playing this game, I might go with the Ravens, but I found he's not. So I'm going to take the Bengals to win this game, but I don't think it's going to be easy because our offensive line's beat up with some injuries. Maybe with that Ravens pass rush, with those guys out, I think that might help for Baltimore's defense to slow down the run and the pass very well. I think that might help. So, yeah, and plus they got some good corners here that they can find a way to at least match up with the Bengals receiver but some of their corners, can't really cover it, especially against top receivers. And plus, I don't think the Ravens have much of an offense, though. I don't think they have a lot of weapons on offense that really scare you. So I think they can definitely get the Bengals a tough time. I think the Bengals defense can give them a tough time here. I think they can find a way to slow down the run and pass very well. So, yeah. So, it's tough. But I don't know. It's kind of tough, but I want to say the Bengals win, but I want to say the Ravens keep it close, but I don't really know if it's going to be close enough because the Ravens didn't really look good against the Bengals because the game was literally over. Because I remember these last times the Bengals really won without a quarterback. They won they beat the Ravens backup. But I think the Ravens can do a good job. I think they can stay in this game. But I'm saying, if they don't, then I think the game will be over. And the Bengals are probably going to blow them out. Because I think if Cincinnati gets up early, they might blow the Ravens out. So, yeah. Because last time when these two teams played, I think they beat them twice. I think the Ravens beat them once before because it was a defensive game. And then this past week, the Bengals beat them by almost 10 points. So, yeah, I think they do keep it close this game because I think the Ravens defense might stay in this game. But as long as Cincinnati doesn't really score a lot of points in this game, I think the Ravens can keep up. The Ravens can probably stay in this game. But I'm telling you, the Bengals got so many weapons. Like I said, you got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They got all those weapons. And the Ravens, they can't really – the defense has not been doing a good job covering them as well. So, yeah. So, by the way, I'm probably going to say it will be close, but I'm probably going to say the Ravens. I'm going to take the Bengals, both ways. So, even if Lamar was playing, I think I could take the Ravens to cover. But you know what? I'm going to change my mind, and I'm going to say give me the points with Baltimore. It's kind of too much. So, I think Baltimore will cover this game. So, yeah, I think they'll do enough to cover because I don't think they're going to do enough because I don't really know, but the Ravens, I mean, without a quarterback, without Lamar Jackson, they wasn't able to at least score a lot of points in this game. So, yeah, I know it is a big spread, but even though it is a big spread, I think Cincinnati's probably going to score a lot of points in this game because the Ravens, without a quarterback, they're not able to do that. So I'm just gonna say the Ravens are gonna win. I'm gonna say the Bengals win, maybe by like 7 or maybe by like 6 or something. So I'm gonna take the Bengals to win. I'm gonna take but give me the points with Baltimore. I'm saying Baltimore will cover this game to stay competitive. So yeah. So give me the Ravens to cover, but the Bengals to win. All right, next game. We have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dallas is favored by 2.5. This game right here can definitely go either way. Now, when I look at this game, I believe this game right here is going to be fun to watch because last time when these two teams play, I believe the Bucs have whooped them. Now, what I like to say about Dallas is I think Dallas, it's weird to say that Dallas has a better defense than the Bucs. The reason why I say I do is because, Dallas, their defense does a good job stopping the run and the pass very well. And the Bucs have been they've not been improving by doing that though all year. And plus their offense hasn't really done a good job passing the ball or run the ball effectively. So I think the Bucs get their Ben Johnson back. I think maybe their offensive line can play well. Because the Bucs haven't been doing a good job pass blocking all year. And I think Tom Brady, I think the Bucs do have the weapons to do that. Because I don't really know if Dallas has enough corners to do that. Because I think with the Bucs offense, I think with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Julio Jones, I think the Bucs offense can do a good job, making explosive plays. And Tom Brady can do that. And also, I think their defense can match up well with the Cowboys really good. Because they have a strong secondary and a strong pass rush, which they can do a good job slowing the run because the Cowboys, they can't really run the football really well. And, Dak Prescott, he's been struggling with recent turnovers. Like, Dak Prescott, he's not playing the way he is because he's turned the ball over. So, yeah, I think the Bucs proved to me that they can do that again. So, I think Dallas does play them tough in this game because they have a strong defense, because they're good on defense, giving up some – they're not giving up big plays and all that. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good game plan. I think Bucs are going to have a good game plan. So, yeah, it's kind of tough to say that Dallas can win. But I want to say the Cowboys can win because they're a good team. But I want to back them so badly. But I'm just going to go with the Bucs here. I just think the Bucs are just a more complete team. And, the Cowboys, every year in the playoffs, they choke. I can't take them because every year in the playoffs, they start to choke. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Bucs to win. But I'm taking the points with Dallas. I think Dallas is going to cover this game. I think they'll do enough offensively to, stay in the game. I mean, as long as they don't turn over much, I think they will. But I think the defense can do enough. I think their defense is going to stay. I think their defense stays in the game because of how good they are. So I'm going to say the Tampa Bay wins by a field goal, maybe 23-20, or maybe they can win 20-16, something like that. But I think it's going to be a little bit of like an even game, something like that. So, yeah. And plus, I think the Bucs offensive line, I think they can do a job, pass blocking their pass rush. And Dallas' offensive line has not been playing well. Especially they haven't been really doing a good job pass blocking. So I think the Bucs defensive line is going to play the runs really good. I think they're going to slow down their running game and all that. So, yeah. So, by the way, give me Dallas to cover, but give me the Bucs to win the game. All right, guys. Those are all my playoff predictions for this week. These are all my wild card picks for this week. So if you disagree So yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And don't forget, if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comments section below what you think. You think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I mean, just let me know what you think. Don't also forget to put the thumbs up, to like the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel as well. So yeah. So this is Emmanuel Jones from Big Fan. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Peace.